Welcome back, or to first-time viewers, welcome to Curator at the Museum. In this series, we take a look at dusting and the overall maintenance of the LEGO set pieces that we have in our museum collection. Today, we will be looking at LEGO set number 10220, the T1 camper van. So we'll start with the Dyson soft brush head, going all across the sides, the top, the front. There's some delicate details here that makes dusting a little bit more difficult, so we'll have to be careful of those as we move to the other side, and then we'll end up towards the rear. This camper van set was followed up with an update by LEGO with a slightly larger build and a different color and a little bit more details. Then the reason why the museum didn't bring it into his collection is because we didn't have money. But I think that this earlier Volkswagen camper van model is a little bit more true to form, considering it matches in scale with some of the other creator expert vehicle sets. There's not too many features on the outside of this set that will hold that much dust, but the insides definitely do. So we'll pop off the roof of the Volkswagen bus. As you see here, there's a pop-up canopy. We'll put the electric duster in there to get rid of any of the dust that might be settling in there. Open up the rear doors, which open up French door style, and we'll get the duster in there. There aren't any loose pieces in here, luckily, so we can confidently put the duster in here. If you see inside, there is the inside area. I love the black and white paneling on the floor. We'll close everything up, pop the roof back on, and then we'll pop over to the conservation room to show you most of the small details in this actual set that make this a very unique piece in our museum. So we'll start the maintenance portion of this session by checking out all the moving parts here. Well, I guess even not the moving parts too, just to make sure everything is in good shape. Up front, the windshields tilt up and down nicely. Nothing feels too loose, so that's pretty good. Honestly, I didn't even realize they were supposed to lift up and down until I checked the LEGO website, so it's a little bit embarrassing. So the front two headlights feel secure, along with the small indicators and the black front grille sections. So I'll spin it around and start opening up the doors. Let's see, it's smooth hinge, so it's a good sign. Inside, the steering wheel doesn't move, it's just locked on there, firmly attached to a Technic pin. Front bench has a little bit of play. It's still solid though, so, I just make sure to move it a little bit, make sure it still works. Checking the wheel hubcaps now, making sure the hubcaps are on nice and tight. Spinning it around to the back, the rear door opens very cleanly, and the engine hatch lifts up to reveal the rear-mounted engine. You can even see the belt drive in there, so let's move the light so that's a little bit more visible. Occasionally the belt slips off, or maybe I just forgot to put it on in the first place when I first built it, but it's on securely now, as you can see. Let's go ahead and close up the trunk section, and let's spin it around so that we can remove the roof. So the roof section pops off pretty easily. It's the middle and rear portion of the roof, so the actual front cabin doesn't really open up. With the front doors open, we can see the interior very clearly. I'm checking that all the door assemblies are secure. The middle seat wiggles a little bit, so, some of the certain pieces are also a little bit loose, so just noting that. There are also some small wall-mounted accessories, just making sure that they're firmly in place, and they look like they are. Now let's look at the middle folding table. It folds down a little bit more difficult. It's not the smoothest of motion or hinges, so folding it back up. The middle seat folds downwards to convert into a bed. So let's just make sure that it lies down like so, as you can see from the inside here. And yeah, we'll put that back together like an actual bench. It doesn't fold completely flush. It's not super 100% perfect, but it still works. So let's go ahead and close all the doors now. And we'll take a look at the roof here. The side clamps, I actually don't really even know what they're called, but they do move, so just making sure that they're all good. And that top section too, just pushing it in, making sure that the pieces are tight. The roof pops off too, and close that up. It always feels good at the tail end of our conservation sessions where we know that we don't have to handle this set for a little bit because it looks fantastic. And we'll get out the makeup brush and do a quick once-over over each side of the camper van, the front, the sides, the rear, and the top. Again, I wish that it was possible to just get rid of all of the dust by dusting with makeup brushes or our Dyson vacuum, but sometimes we actually need a little bit more help with the Q-tip for any caked on dust. And on sets like this, where there are a lot of white pieces, it's hard to see the dust, but on sets that are darker, you'll definitely see it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and we'll give it a spin and see you next time.